For over 60 years, the juvenile rights practice has represented children in the city of New York. And we get that work done by working collaboratively with attorneys, social workers, paralegals, and investigators. All support the work and the integrity of the families we represent. And they don't stop at no.
I was interested in working particularly in the family court and with the children to just help them navigate for the rest of their lives.
If the kid is old enough to express what they want, that's the position I'm taking. Kehlani's case, in one word, to me, was a fight. I first met Kehlani and his 5 siblings when the case came in as a destitute case, which means that they didn't have parents who were alive anymore. And Kehlani was identified with having some certain behavioral issues and needed to be separated from his siblings, but he had, luckily, a maternal aunt, Miss Ebony Rice, who was willing to take him in.
It was just second nature for me to want to get him. I petitioned for guardianship for my nephew.
And so ACS placed him with her for a week, which went really well. He didn't have any behavioral issues in that week. He was adjusting well. He was happy to still be with family. But then ACS decided that they couldn't place him with her anymore because she had very old ACS history. I'm talking about over 10 years.
To go into court and have all of those things thrown at you, and you have a bunch of people who don't know you, have never seen you before, tell you how inadequate you are as a parent.
And they decided to remove him from her care and place him in non-kinship foster care, which means a stranger's home. And the foster parent wasn't even informed of Kehlani's significant behavioral issues at that time, so she wasn't even prepared. Kehlani was dysregulated and ended up psychiatrically hospitalized. At the same time, the foster parent then submitted a notice of removal. Safi, who's a social worker from our office who was on this case with me, worked with me, and we both called the staff at the hospital to talk to them about what they thought about releasing Kehlani to Miss Rice.
Calling for wings, trying to listen to what were the behaviors and what kind of solution were they recommending. Also work a lot with the aunt of how to come up with the plans.
Everything that Thivia and Legal Aid did for me was personal. Phone calls, making sure that I was okay, to making sure that I knew what was going on behind the scenes. And everybody else from Legal Aid helps families like me show the lawyers, the judges, that we're more than what that paper says.
He is regulated. He's taking his medicine. He's doing all of his services. He is happy. We didn't even have to have a trial. The judge just decided to grant the guardianship application. And Kehlani was reunited with his family.
The integrity of the family is very essential for our work to be successful.
We're learning who we are together, which is amazing. Legal Aid specifically made me aware of all of the options that I could take, all the avenues that we could explore.
The day-to-day work is in court, of course, but outside of court, we know that collaborating with community partners is critical to advancing the change and reform we want to see for children and families.
With Safi, with the effort of the family, we were able to show the reality to the judge.
I'm not scared to open the door anymore because I'm not worried about them coming to take my nephew from me. Being able to continue to love him, and every day I am given a chance to show up.
Now more than ever, the commitment to justice means we meet the families where they are. We go out and we find the relatives and the grandparents and the aunts and the neighbors that can help support the general cause of justice that we are seeking for our client.
I'm very sometimes impressed that I have that ability to touch the life of other children and to just help them navigate for the rest of their lives.